Freezing cold this morning. Oh, man. It is 30 degrees in May. Yeah, that's some bull. Alright, hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, you find truck and SUV news, reviews, interesting stories, and, well, reviews of all sorts of stuff. Like this, I'm doing a review in this video. It's a 2020 Ford F250. What we're going to do is I'm doing a mile per gallon run this morning at 6:30 in the morning. I figured it was a good time with the roads being empty of the farmers because they're out planting this time of year. That we'll go ahead and go to the gas station. I'll fill up the tank. We'll go for about a 60-mile drive, and I'll come back, fill it up, and tell you what the fuel economy is with this new 7.3-liter V8 Godzilla engine. And during this review, I'll talk to you about some trailering experience I had to do the other day to bring some rock in the backyard. And I'll give you my Timisms, my 5 good things, and my 5 not-so-good things about this 2020 Ford F250. I'll also kind of do some video of the walk-around of the exterior and interior, kind of see what the model I'm looking at, and we'll go through the pricing sheet and tell you all the details. So turn on the butt warmers. Actually, I've played with these seat warmers a few times, and they're really like fry your rear end warmers. Holy cow, these seat warmers work well. That's all I gotta say. Hot. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and head to the gas station. Alright, here we go. We're filling up. I got E85, or not E85, 85 octane, $1.78 a gallon. I did some driving this week, so let's see what I got filled up. You can see the DEF holder here too, so when you get this in a diesel, you have the DEF there and the diesel here. So we'll fill it up and top it off here in a second. You click, make sure we get enough in there. It says do not top off, by the way, but just I like to get a little bit even number, just a little OCD of me. There we go, 1430. So we got 8 gallons in there. We have a full tank. Let's go ahead and go for a drive. There we go. So let's go find the trip. There it is there. Hit OK. Hold down OK to reset. There you go. Full tank, 321 miles. Reset trip odometer. So we'll do like a 60-mile drive and let's see what happens. What kind of fuel economy I get. Like I said, it is cold out there. Freaking May. Oh well, it'll warm up. Be 70 or so today. Just a cold damn morning. So I'm going to go out this way and we're going to take the interstate. Well, not really interstate. It's kind of a highway, I should say differently. It's just between the little small towns out here in Nebraska. So we'll go ahead and get over it. The speed limit's 70. They just raised that from Nebraska to Wyoming. So this is the new Super Duty. They made quite a few changes to it as far as the exterior looks different than the prior generation. I didn't see a whole lot interior that really made any changes. But really the big news is mechanical. This is a 7.3-liter Godzilla, like I said. The big deal with that is it's no frills, no turbos, no direct injection, nothing. Just a straight 7.3-liter V8, and it's just that's simple. That's what you got. Made it to a 10-speed transmission. Oh, and I want to talk about something. So, I've been driving this around for a week, and there's been a lot of debate about solid rear or front axle and independent front suspension. I can tell you what, driving around for a week, I'm with GM a little bit. Holy cow. You can feel the suspension hit harder on this with the front axles than you can the GM. I know there's debate. The front axles, for a lot of people, they feel like they're stronger and they're more durable, but I can tell you what, if I had to drive this on some of our really bad roads, I'd have some back problems. This thing is, it hits pretty hard. Now, they have improved it. Don't get me wrong. This rides a lot better than they used to ride. You know, so this is a nice piece of road. You can tell because it's handling it really well. It's like it's a body on frame truck. You know, it's a solid axles. You understand that, but it's riding pretty well for that. I would say this rides more like an F-150 did 10 years ago, and that's how much things have improved over time. Everything rides and drives and has just feels like it used to be one class different. So if you used to drive an F-150, you get into this of a, like say, a 2000s era F-150, this will probably feel like it's about the same to you. But if you're like me and you drive about 60 vehicles a year, you really notice the differences when you go in between different truck manufacturers, especially with independent front suspension versus the front solid axle. So there, put down my soapbox and stop talking about that. But anyways, this is, like I said, this is the new 10-speed with the 7.3 liter. And since everybody always asks this question, let's reset the stopwatch. Let's see if this guy's going to turn. Little Ranger, don't turn. All right. He's not turning, so we'll let him go. And we'll go like this. And then we'll kind of, real sudden like, sit in the brakes. And then we'll go. Ready, set, go. All right, that's 40. That's 50. That's 60. 60 miles an hour in 8.58 seconds. So there you go, sports fans. If you wanted to do 0 to 60 times with an F250, which makes 0 sense to do, we just did it. All right, that's the best I can do it too. One-man operation here. All right, so there's that. There's the 0 to 60 time with the new 7.3 liter. I got to tell you what, it feels pretty fast. I mean, 9 seconds 0 to 60 in a big F250 with the. I'll check the curb weight here in a minute. Or actually, I may have that written down on a sheet of paper, and I can go over that. So you can tell with my voice, hitting that not smooth road, and you can feel it. So, like I said, let me keep driving, and I'll go ahead and put some video on the screen here in a little bit about the exterior. We'll do interior, and I'll do my 5 good things and 5 not so good things. Then the end of this review, yes, I'm going to keep you waiting. I'm sorry. At the end of this review, I will do my fuel economy. I'll go back to the gas station, fill up, and we'll hand calculate, and we'll use the computer to tell us what the fuel economy was from this mile per gallon test, which besides the 0 to 60 is mostly highway. So getting to give us a good idea what the best fuel economy you will get. These axles. Okay, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the exterior of this 2020 Ford F250. Okay, here's the new front end for this model year. We have a big air dam to help improve some fuel economy, which normally gets torn off, but that's okay. We have some chrome tow hooks that are horizontal, not vertical. That's the whole thing these days. Big Ford badge. We have Super Duty in the hood. Come on the sides. We have the big towing mirrors. I have some big Continental. I'm going to keep saying big. They are LT 275 65R18s. Because everything about this truck is big. It's a Lariat package in the blue color. I'll get you the exact name of that blue color. We have the chrome door handles. We have the keypad entrance. And it's kind of cool because it lights up the Ford on the badge there, on the light there. And actually we have some lights here too, which are good for ranching and for farming. Kind of see some lights as far as if you're checking cattle or checking crops, stuff like that. I like this fuel door. This is a Timism. It's a stupid thing, but it just blends in nicely, and it's big, and it works. All right, so along the back we have the big springs, the bump stop in brilliant yellow with the 4-wheel drive. We have the blind spot radar back here in this light. So don't damage this tail lamp because this thing's expensive to replace. Super Duty in the back. This is all aluminum except for the frame, steel frame, aluminum panels in the back. We have the button that opens. And in this case, dampen tailgate. In this case, we have the button that comes out. This is for the step ladder. It goes out like this and up. Ford's known for that. Makes it pretty easy to get inside the bed. Inside the bed, I have 4 tow hooks that you can take out, and we have 2 against the wall there, or against the side of the bed. Have some plug-ins for a trailer. I do have a 5th wheel package in this one as well, the one they sent me. So you got basically 8 tie downs. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have the 4 up top. We do have a chisel light back there, and we do have a backup camera. Yeah, backup camera's back there too. We have the gas, we have the smaller tailpipe, and we kind of come on the side. So I'll start with the back end over here. Let's go around the front one more time. There we go. Along the front. So let's start with the back. In the back, I have this really nice wood finish here. I like the styling that Ford's done over the last couple, I don't know, generations. They have some plastic, yes, plastic, but they add a little bit of style to it. So they add just a little bit of style. I always like their door handles. Do a good job with that. Lots of storage here. And then in the back, we have some USB hookups here, right? We have a regular cigarette lighter hookup, and we have a plug-in for the household, which is cool. I mean, you got tons of options for charging stuff back here for your passengers. We have heated vents back here. We have cup holders here as well. We do have the cup holders come down over here too. Or no, that's just they're there right there. I was thinking they're right there. So cup holders there as well. And then, this comes up. So you have some storage down below. And this is the fifth wheel ball attachment in there. So some good, decent storage down there as well. In the front seats. Oh, I want to show you something too. People always ask me how these doors close. Pretty solid. I don't really do a lot of that as far as on camera, but there you go. I have a multi-way adjustable seat here, forward, back, up, down, all good stuff. Again, the nice opening, and this is something Ford's been doing for a while. They have that really big opening here. See that? Gotta go like that. Oh, and this is hunting property over here, by the way. This is Kiowa. It's a hunting preserve. You can't hunt there, but you can hunt here. So you may hear some pheasants, because we go pheasant hunting in there. Lights over here. This tailgate down button, which I thought was just a GM thing, I've used the heck out of this button. This is, especially when I pull up to get rock, or I pull up at Menards, whatever, I just hit that button and pops right down. Whatever I want to do. This is the lights for those on the mirrors. And those mirrors are powered mirrors. They do fold in when you hit the brake, or hit the lock button. That's what I'm trying to say. Super Duty everywhere. Super Duty there. Super Duty there. Right? So Super Duty both places. Go ahead and hop in. Alright, inside the cabin. We'll turn it on. Oh. Cranking out some tunes this morning. I showed you that as far as you're filling up, they're still doing a mile per gallon test. When I film this segment, we have the sync system. It's a good size screen, but it feels like a smaller screen. Let me get the exact specs on that screen. Let's go like down here. This is the storage bin. Nice tray up here too. I like that tray. So let's see what it says for this truck. 7.3, 4.3 electronic locking rear axle, step bar, Oh yeah, 10-way power seats, 60/40 rear bench, 8-inch productivity screen. It's interesting, 8 inches seems so much small these days thanks to RAM and their huge, massive screens. We have lane departure assist. We have some cameras. You can see, I think it's just the 2 cameras, but let me see. Oh yeah, so different cameras there. See that's in the bed. That's that chisel camera. And then, that's the additional camera if you want to add additional camera. But there's 360 camera. It's using 1 camera in each corner, and it stitches together an image all the way around you. Really nice for parking. Used for parking quite a bit. Traction control on or off. We have 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, high wheel, 4 low, and then you pull this for locking rear axle. And that HVAC system. We have a charger down there. That's the wireless charger and plugins there. Trailer backup controller. That's just something new for Super Duties. This happened in the F-150. And what you do is you hook your trailer up. You go through the settings. A bunch of setting screens over here. And then as you turn this dial, that's actually how the trailer turns. You don't have to think about how to turn backwards and all this kind of stuff with the steering wheel. That does it for you. And I have trailer brake controller there. Pretty good amount of storage. You can see I threw my GoPro in there. I like the storage bins there. I like this here. I like the column shifter with drive modes. This is your tow haul mode there. And works out pretty well there. So, and Super Duty. They like putting Ford Super Duty and all sorts of stuff. They really do. There's some hookups there. What's nice is you got the household adapter as well, already built and ready to go. Inverter in the place. This, like I said, this is the Lariat package, so I don't have anything fancy in headrests. Just kind of plain seats. They're pretty comfortable seats, but just kind of plain seats. And then I have some lights here. This opens that rear window back there, right? And then some lighting there too. So let's go back to the pricing sheet because always is a question. Yeah, no price in this. Some people have looked it up. I do a live stream on this. It says about $64,000 if you go to the Ford.com. Built in Kentucky. This has got the box lamp. It's got the mirrors, trailer bed control, sway control, power seats, dual zone, tilt, telescope, steering column. I stop shaking the camera here. Four-wheel Ford Pass, 4G Wi-Fi, remote keyless entry, and all that kind of stuff. And the options are, the engine's an option, the wheel liners, the spray and bed liners an option. Lariat Ultimate has navigation system, LED box lighting, remote start system, tailgate step, and 10-way power seats. And heated and ventilated seats. Those are all in the options. Okay. So that is the interior and exterior of the 2020 Ford F250. Let's start with my 5 good things about this 2020 Ford F250, and this has got to be number 1. It's a 7.3 liter Godzilla engine. It's a straight V8. It's no turbos, naturally aspirated, no direct injection. It's a solid throwback engine, if you will, and it's going to be probably pretty durable. Okay, the second thing I like about this truck, besides the cool Built Ford Tough graphic, is that when you put it in gear, see that? 1 through 10, and that 10 speed really makes this truck shift smoothly, and it just feels more powerful. It's a really nice transmission with this big V8 engine. The number 3 thing, see 3 fingers, is storage. I like these bins here. I have room for cups here. I have some storage up here, which is always a nice spot for binoculars when you're hunting or maps and stuff. I have the big storage bins in here, plus the little tray that moves around. Good storage there. I have little storage slots here. I have storage in the doors. I have storage in the glove box. I just have all sorts of good storage. Lots of storage placement for all sorts of stuff. All sorts of storage. And plenty of room in the back, so lots of room back in here, and even additional couple of people in the back. Just a lot of good storage options in here. Okay, number 4 is going to be it's going to be all this power. I got the inverter already done here and here. That's great. I got USBs, I got wireless chargers, I got all sorts of power throughout this entire truck, including another one right there. So just lots of good storage as far as power. When you have kids and you have USBs, it makes a big difference how much USB hookups you have. And I just like that. Why does it take so long to get that into the vehicles? That just makes sense. All right, number 5. Number 5 thing I really like about this truck is all the convenience features. I have the button to drop tailgate inside the cabin. I have lights in my mirrors. If I want to go check my cattle or check my corn or whatever, I can shine a light out that way. I have the tailgate step. Makes it easy to get in and out of the bed, and just lots of great little convenience features. Ford always does a good job in their trucks, and they've added these little touches that make it that much better. All right, let's talk about my 5 things that I really don't care for this vehicle. My Timisms, if you will. Things that you guys can comment below and tell me I'm ridiculous, but other people offline tell me I'm spot on. So let's go and talk about these. First, I'm a big fan of this engine. I'm not a big fan of grabbing a step ladder, climbing up to get to the oil fill cap so I can put oil in there. I don't understand why that filler can't move out a little bit. It's just a fill tube. It doesn't have to be so far into the engine. The second thing I don't like about this truck, and I'm going to switch my cameras to show you this, so I'm going to put my cell phone, and I'll bring it down over here, in the wireless charger. So I'm going to drop it in this charger. Oh, I got to do it differently because it doesn't quite fit that way. So I got to go like this and then up. It's really hard to do one-handed. There, it's in there. And then, yeah, I can close it. Great, fantastic. But it's, you gotta turn your hand, and then you gotta do a finger up to get it out, and then you gotta pull it out. So imagine what I don't like about this. Yeah, did that look easy at all to you? It is not. And the way that's inverted is kind of like it's not flat. It just seems to me it's going to be a spot. They're going to get a lot of trash in there, a lot of dirt built up in there. And it just doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense for why it's done that way. Why is it so hard to get to? You have plenty of room. Reconfigure that a little bit. I think you can do a little bit better on how that cell phone's going to fit in there. The third thing I don't like about this truck is getting in and out of it. I mean, it's such a big truck. It's such a tall truck that thank God I have the running boards here. I wouldn't have a chance to get in and out. So you open these doors, and I mean, it's a great opening. Guys of all sizes, no problem. But it is a mountain to climb in. I feel like I'm getting into a semi to get into a 3/4 ton truck. That makes no sense to me. Why? Why is it getting so tall? And yes, I know people love tall trucks. They lift them, do all kinds of crazy stuff. But you're a little gray in your beard. You understand that hopping in and out of your truck all the time isn't so much fun. All right, number 4 thing I don't like about this truck, and the air dam kind of blocks me from seeing it, which is 4B, I guess would say. This is 4A, the air dam's 4B, because that thing's going to get ripped off. It's got to be the overall ride quality. I know. It's a truck. It's supposed to ride like a truck. But on some of the bad roads, this thing rides pretty rough. And it also has to do with the front axle. And yes, independent front suspension, I think, is better for the ride quality. And I know durability. People love the front axle, so there's some argument going on there. But just something you need to know if you're going to shop for this truck, that if you want a smoother riding 3/4 ton, this is not it. Okay, number 5 thing I don't like, I'm kind of exaggerating here, is the overall height. I mean, I'm 5'7" or 8" with boots on, and I can't even rest my arm on top of the bed. I mean, it's just a lot of height on this truck. I know a lot of farmers around the area just take this off, put a steel bed on the back with a headache rack, because the bed is, well, not usable. I can't reach down the bottom of the bed. I have to always use the tailgate step to get in and out of this truck bed, and it's just not useful.
Don't forget to scan your tag.
All right, here we are back in town. Gonna put some fuel back in it, and we'll calculate our numbers. Drove 44 miles, I think it was. Got a little Dodge. Alright, just clicked a little bit more because I got to get the even number. Yep, there you go, 615. So we have 3.456 gallons of gas. Okay, according to the computer, 44.2 miles, 13.4 miles average fuel economy. So let's go ahead and do the math at 3.456 gallons. 3.456 gallons, 44.2 miles driven. Grab the handy dandy calculator on my phone. Sorry, it's a little early this morning still. So I have 12.789. So let's just go 12.8 when I divide that out. And the computer says 13.4. So within a half mile per gallon either way. So there you go. There's the fuel economy numbers. There's my review. There's my good things and bad things. I'm going to go ahead and drive home, put a little something in my coffee, or warm my butt up because it's cold still. It's a stupid cold day. So, hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to check this video out over here. It's good stuff. Check the website out down there, and social media, same words, Pick Up Truck Talk. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.